Hello guys, good afternoon. How are we doing today? It is Sunday. For those of us that are here, I hope those of you that went to your worship centers on Friday and today, you are staying safe, especially those in Lagos and Ogun State, that the government has now eased the lockdown to have people go to worship centers. So I hope that we're all staying safe. COVID-19 is real. Don't take it for granted. I go around my neighborhood and I see that a lot of people don't wear their nose mask anymore, thinking COVID is on suspension. So please, your leaders, you know better, stay safe. And I want to welcome you all to day 3 of Module 2. It was exciting yesterday, so I'm still recovering. And I'm so grateful for all your feedback. So straight away, we'll be taking our Impact Your Word anthem, and then we'll go to the business of the day. Our IT officer, Precious, please go ahead.
I am ready. I am someone that will make a change. I'm determined. I'll take a step against all odds. Would be strong, impacting my world. And I will make this world a better place in the best way that I can. For when tomorrow and forever comes, I'll stand strong. I'll stand strong. We are ready. We are people to make a change. We're determined. We'll take a stand against all odds. We will stand strong, impacting our world. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. So we stand strong, 'cause we are ready. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. We are ready. We are people to make a change. We're determined. We'll take a stand against all odds. We will stand strong, impacting our world.
Thank you so much. We would always make the world a better place. We cannot be tired. We cannot be tired. We wake up every day, every waking moment. That is our inspiration, that we would make the world a better place. So I want to welcome you all again to today's session. I hope your day has started well as we go into our third class in Module 2. From Friday, it's been a momentum. It's all about ILC this weekend. And I'm sure by the end of today's class, your head will be heading towards making dramatic changes in your club as to how to improve things, improve processes, improve your team members and your club members. I mean, it's going to be a total shift for you. But I would like to quickly again reiterate the rules. As we know, once we come online, we are supposed to go to your rename if you have not done that already, and make sure you add your name and school, your full names and school. Please always do that. Some of you still do not include your schools. We observe little instructions like this are not being followed. Leaders are supposed to follow instructions to the letter. You're like a pilot who, once it takes off, has to listen to base station. If you don't listen to base station, you will get lost in the cloud. All right? That's the same principle when you're a leader. You are going to a terrain you might not be familiar with. So when those that know the way are saying this is the way to go, you listen and follow instructions. So please let us do so. If you have not already done that, add your name, your full names, and your club chapter. Secondly, let's also mind the way we send messages. We did that well yesterday. At least I saw that a lot of our messages were in line with the conversation. So I think that is good. Let's keep it up. For those that may not be aware, when the classes are on, you respond appropriate to you. I need you to respond on this. Then you can go to the chat section and say something about what is being asked. Otherwise, stay clear of it so you don't distract others during the class. Then thirdly, some of us still run foul of these instructions. You have been told clearly that if you want to have your video on, make sure you are wearing proper outfit. Someone yesterday, a lady, was wearing a very casual top. Please, this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable, please. Then you're putting your video on. Your posturing has to be right. You can't be lying down or sleeping somewhere and you're doing something like this. Imagine I am doing that and giving your lectures. Would you like that? Or your facilitators, coming in that posturing? You won't think it's a serious training, okay? So the same way we expect that you should give proper posturing like you are in an actual class. If you're in your class in school, you will not be lying down to take lectures or in any training at all. So why would you do that on Zoom? Because you're in the comfort of your home. So please, guys, we're leaders. Let us do the right thing. Let us listen to instructions. If you have to put your video on, make sure you have the right posturing. You're well, you're looking good. Your hair is well combed. You're wearing those instructions. And I wish us well in today's class. So straight away, we'll be going to play the video we have for you. So I'll ask the IT officer again to go ahead and play the video.
When we're laying on our deathbed, you're not going to worry about how much money you had, how much power you had, how much prestige. You're going to see that that was all game, that was all an illusion. The only thing that's going to matter is the impact you had on other people's lives.
We are all on a separate journey. But the beautiful thing about our life here on this earth is at my funeral, they ain't gonna talk about my success. They're gonna talk about who Nick was and how Nick lived and how Nick loved and encouraged.
Success is incredibly important, but even more important than success, it's having an impact. It's knowing you haven't walked the planet in vain. It's knowing that because you've been here, you've blessed lives, you've developed people, and you have made the world a better place.
The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Everything you gain in life will rot and fall apart, and all that will be left of you is what was in your heart. Life is a mirror, and life gives us not what we want. Life gives us who we are. When you were born, you cried while the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries while you rejoice.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that video. And I hope that we are taking notes as these videos are being played and they are actually inspiring us to be better, to do better. Today, we'll be continuing in our series of improving what we do in ILC. And this is like a second dose of a class that started on Friday. So I hope we are all ready. And it looks like there are just about 56 people here. And then if you remove the team members from RYW, we perhaps will have about 50. So guys, are your team members not aware it is 3 o'clock? You may want to send reminders to them in your group, WhatsApp group. I hope no one has forgotten about Sunday classes. So let us do so very quickly. So at the same time, I would like to say that make sure you have your notes with you, you have your pen, and then you can pay attention to make sure you get all the information you need to run ILC. Today we'll be discussing on conducting ILC meetings, and no other person to better tell us what to do in conducting ILC meeting than the general himself, Mr. Joseph Baiyekusi. He will be coming up shortly to tell us how to conduct ILC meetings, and his session on Friday where he talked about ILC structure we have not covered. And today promises to be another exciting and empowering session. And it is my delight to bring to the lectern, the virtual lectern, the Chief Operating Officer of Impact Your World Leadership Initiative, a mentor to many. He has been mentoring so many young leaders since the inception of Impact Your World Leadership Initiative. He's a man that is interested in you, not just what you do. He's interested in your person, how your well-being is. And it has always been a pleasure working with him. So over to you, Mr. Joseph. Have a lovely session with us today. So let us put our hands together as we welcome Mr. Joseph Baiyekusi.
Hello, everybody. Good to be here again.
Hi, you're welcome, sir. We can hear you.
So, Shay, please carry me along. Let me know I'm communicating.
Okay, sir.
All right. So, it's good to be here. Wow. We are on module 2, day 6 of our 2020 LTC training. And I'm happy to be here again to see everybody, but sadly, I'm not happy again that just 60 people out of 162 of you that we sent airtime to are on ground. In fact, less than 60 of you, because I can see 2 of your staff advisors, Mr. Collins, club advisor for FUTA, it's good to have you, sir. Mr. Emma Mori, ILC advisor for University of Calabar. It's good to see you also online. And plus all the IYW staff. So take about 7 out of 62. You have just 55 people who are on online. Guys, this is not good enough. This is not what we have, envisaged. This is not why we put all our resources, all our time, all our efforts to do. Just having 1/4 of you in class. So I'm going to start first with the presidents. Precious, you'll be unmuting one by one. President Unilag, are you here? Toye, are you here? Unilag, ILC president, are you here? He's not here.
He's not here.
Next, Calabar, Nelly, I can see you. Nelly, are you there? Mute or mute, Nelly. Unmute Nelly. I want to ask each of them.
Yes, I'm here.
Good to see you, Nelly. How many of your
Thank you
members
very
are
much,
online
sir. Good
now?
to see you.
How many of your members are online now?
Okay, sir, I'm on the count.
You registered 19 people, if I remember, in Calabar. 19 of you, we sent money to 19 of you.
18 actually, sir. I sent a correction to Mr. Shea.
That means you will refund 1,000 back to us because I was the one that sent the money to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 18 of you, how many are online now as we speak?
So we are 10.
10.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm just rushing through, including myself. Including myself. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. I can't see someone.
I'll be calling you one by one. So all the ILC presidents be looking at your participants and give me the numbers when I call you. When I call you, you give me your numbers. You know how many of your members are online right now. So for Unical, how many are online right now?
There are 10, including myself.
10. That's 4 out of 18. How many are you in the club? What's your membership strength?
So presently, because some people graduated not too long ago, so they are now like alumni. But for the present membership strength, we are looking at 80 to 100.
Between 80 and 100?
Yes, sir.
Okay. University of Uyo, Emmanuel, are you there? Next, Emmanuel. Unmute Emmanuel if he's there. If he's not there, let me know, Precious.
I've sent a request to Emmanuel to unmute. So we're waiting for him to unmute.
Maybe he's not on his seat. Maybe he just decided to put his phone on. I'm attending, and he has gone to do something else. If not, if you have unmute him, he should be on. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Emmanuel, how many of your members are online right now?
They're very poor.
Huh?
About 5.
5.
About 5 from the last count. Yes, sir.
5. How many did we pay money for to register?
20, sir.
20. Can we see ourselves? How many? What's your club membership strength as at now?
40 to 50, sir.
40 to 50. Next, Port Harcourt, Uniport. Unmute the president if she's there. Are you there? Uniport.
Anda by Bulu, Abibolu. Sorry about the wrong pronunciation. Unmute, please. The president has unmuted, JB.
Huh?
The president has unmuted.
I can't hear her.
Neither can I.
Hello? Can you hear me? Madam President?
Good evening.
Yes. Andabai. How are you?
Yes, I can, sir.
How are you?
Sir.
So, how many of your members are online as we speak?
Very fine, sir. I'm very fine, sir.
How many of your members are online as we speak?
3, sir.
3. How many
Yes,
did we pay to register?
20.
20.
Yes, sir.
Can we see? Just 3 are online as we speak. So what's your club membership strength? How many members do you have?
After the last induction, we had 50. 52 or thereabout. 52.
50 to 55, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next, NDU. Are you there, Madam President or Mr. President? Are you there?
I have only
help
one
me in this exercise.
I have only one person from NDU, Inara Vivian. I don't know if she's the president or not.
Only one person in NDU is online.
One person from NDU online, sir.
Is online?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Is it Vivian? I think it's Vivian. She has always been online. God bless you, my sister. Vivian, can you talk? Where's your president? Unmute Vivian, please. Inara. She's always online. Unmute her.
I sent a request to her, sir.
Okay, Vivian, let's hear.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon.
How are you, my dear?
Good afternoon. I'm fine.
So, you are not the president. Where is your president?
I don't know where the president is. I don't know where everybody is. I don't know.
You are the only one online. So, how many of you are in the club membership? Do you know?
I think we are up to 20 for now, but not
up to 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many people, Sheyi, how many people did we pay for NDU? Hello? Okay, Sheyi is not there yet. Okay, next. Oh yeah, is the president there? Foyer. Is the president there?
Yes, the president is here.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
how are
sir.
you, Oluwaseun?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Yes. So, how many of your members are online now?
6, sir.
6. So,
yes,
how many
sir.
did we pay for to attend?
16.
16.
Yes,
and
sir.
only 6 are online. What's your club strength, membership strength?
50, sir.
50.
Yes, sir.
Fluctuating 50. Okay. All right. Next, OOU. President Adenekon. Miriam, I think.
I don't think the person. Okay. She didn't put president on it.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good to hear your voice again. So,
yes, sir.
How many of your members are online now?
12, sir.
12?
Yes, sir.
This is amazing. And you registered 20 people, if I remember, or more, sir?
Yes, sir. 20
What's
sir.
your club membership strength?
50, 45-50, sir.
45-50.
Yes, sir.
Good. Next, footer. Mr. President, Madam President, unmute President Footer. Is the president online?
Just a quick
Footer
check, sir.
president. Huh?
I think it's Akini.
Is he online?
Yes, he is.
So
Yes, sir, I'm
unmute it.
online. I'm online, sir.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Good.
I've done the background check, and we are
Yes.
7 online.
7 online.
Yeah.
7.
Yes,
How many did we pay to attend?
15.
18.
15.
15.
Yes, sir.
And just 7 online.
Yes,
now,
sir.
What's your club membership strength?
That is 52.
52.
Yes, sir.
Okay, AAU. Unmute AAU.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Madam President, Oreolua.
Yes, sir. Okay.
How many of your members are online now?
11, including me.
11 of you. How many did we pay for to attend?
Actually 19, but 2 cancelled after you sent the money, so we are 17 that actually attended.
17, so you are refunding us 2,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Have you refunded it?
No, not yet, sir.
So what's your club membership strength?
Well, we are about 70 to 80. Some of them are, most of them are now alumni, though, so we don't have the correct figure yet.
70 to 80.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, our able presidents. Unilag, is Unilag around now? Is Toye online? Is Toye online?
No, he isn't, sir.
So please, Sheyi, Toye must be fined. We have to find Toye. And this is how, for me, leadership starts.
Okay.
This is where leadership starts.
Sorry, JB, sorry to cut you short. There's somebody from Unilag that raised his hand. So
okay, he wants to talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm standing in for Toye. Okay, Habib, let's hear you. Unmute Habib.
Yeah, I've sent him a request to unmute. He isn't unmuting.
Somebody is saying he can't hear me.
I can hear you, sir.
You can hear me. So, Habib, can you hear me?
Habib, kindly unmute your mic. I've sent you a request to unmute.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
How are you, Habib?
Hello, please, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm very well.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. All right, so sorry. Okay, at present, we have 13 members online.
13?
Yes, sir.
How many did we pay for to attend? How many of you are supposed to be attending?
20 persons.
20?
Yes, sir.
What's your club membership strength?
That is around approximately like 100 for now, sir, due to our new audits.
About 90 to 100.
Yes, sir, due to our new, because most of them have graduated, so we can't take them as, so that is why we are seeing 100 for now, sir.
So what's the position in the club?
Yes, we've sent out a BC for new recruitment, but we've not done it for now. But we are expecting more people to.
In the club? What's your position in the club?
At present, I'm a member, sir.
You are a member? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm muting back, Precious. Okay, guys, I mean, I had to do this census to help me understand if, let me block my video so that you will not see my anger. Right now, I'm not happy. I am upset, with what is going on and these statistics that we are getting, across the chapters. This is just not acceptable. This is not what ILC stands for. These are not the ideals of ILC. If we had brought all 180 of you to Lagos, I'm sure nobody will miss class. But be as it may, Be as it may, look at it, what's going on. This is another test of leadership. Look at all of us in the Impact family. We are here Monday to Friday, Wednesday, Friday to Sunday, all to make sure that we service and serve you. And if we have put so much of our effort into this, why are you people doing this to us? Why are you doing this? Why is UNILAG president not here? Why is NDU president not here? This is unacceptable. Very, very unacceptable. Engineer King, out of his very busy schedule yesterday, he was online, the visionary, the one that is funding this whole initiative, this whole vision. He was here with you guys throughout yesterday. To the very end, he was on. And I knew his schedule yesterday. We had to drag him into the meeting. And he's pumping so much money, putting so much of his resources into making and raising the next generation of leaders. And this is what we are getting. This is very, very unacceptable. And I will start from there. We are talking about the title of my slides for today is holding effective meetings. And if this is a meeting that we have called for and we expected 180 people and we are just getting, under 80 to attend, it's not good enough. A lot of money has gone into this. A lot of resources of time, of talent, of skills have gone to put all this together from Lagos. And this is what we are getting. And then Engineer King was also magnanimous to spend his gift recharge and all of that. I don't know, guys. This is not what we bargained for. We felt everybody will be on their toes every weekend to come and learn. Like Sheyi said yesterday, if you are going to pay for this, you will not have this attitude. If you paid 50,000 naira to attend this training, I'm sure you will be in class every day because your money is there. That's it. Number two, I came online at 350 thereabouts and 250. And as at that time, it was just me and Precious, the IT officer that was online. And I remember every day we announced to you that please join us at quarter to the time, 15 minutes to the time. So if we're having this meeting, offline, you will not be strolling into the meeting room at 3 on the dots. I'm sure all of us will be coming in at 2:50, 2:55 and be seated to kick off at 3 o'clock. This is the mark of leadership. And I immediately took note of who came in first, even though he left out again. Boluwatife Kayode, are you there? Unmute Boluwa Kayode. Is Bolu there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Bolu was the first to come online. Bolu, I don't know why you logged out again, but I saw you first. You're the third person to log in. You logged out. Why?
Yeah, I was in a particular meeting, so we are about rounding off that meeting. So that's why I came in. But the orator of the meeting said he wanted to say something, so I had to go back because we're having the meeting on Google Meet. So I had to go back, sir.
Okay. So for coming in first for today, we are going to give you 3,000 naira. So send your account number.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So for coming in first, we owe you 3,000 naira. You are our best student for today. In quotes, 3,000 naira for Boluwa Tife for coming in first. And all these little things go a long way. And this is what we are training all of you for: to be prompt, to be attendant to details. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's it. Look at the numbers, OOU 20, 12 are online, FUTA 15 registered, 7 are online, UNIO 20 registered, just 5 as at the time I spoke to your president. Now I think the numbers are increasing. Maybe you are making calls to everybody now, but it shouldn't be so. Where your treasure is, your heart will be there. Let's be serious about leadership. Let's be serious. This is why the developed world, they are where they are. They have respect for time. They will not call for a meeting in Britain at 3 o'clock and you are there at 3:15. The meeting will be over or it will be cancelled. Please let this be the last time. Next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are watching all of you again. Engineer Aki will be live. He will be taking the session this time next week. Engineer Aki cannot log in at 3 o'clock next week and all of you are strolling into the class. I mean, take it offline. If Engineer Aki is supposed to take you on a class and he comes there at 2:55 and all of you, just 5 of you are in class, how will that be? Come on, guys. Let's get more serious. We expect so much out of you guys. We expect so much. And please, let's repent. I still love all of you. I still love all of you, and I know you guys will do well. So let me go to my class. I just needed to bring out my whip. All right. Hello?
Yeah, Jibu, can hear you, sir.
Okay. Please stop writing on my... Are we together now? Precious, give me feedbacks, please.
Yes, sir, we are together, sir.
Precious?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So our class for today is effectiveness. So quickly, let's talk. Let's answer the why, the what, the where, the when, and the how of our meetings. So why do we meet? You know, you want people to attend meetings, to be coming to meetings. Why are we members see meeting? Why? What is that thing that every Saturday, 3 p.m.? Why would a member look forward to, you know, ILC meetings? Why would they look forward to it that this Saturday, next Saturday, next Saturday, they are there, they are coming for meetings? Why? You need to ask the question, where do we hold our meetings? Where are we going to be holding meetings? And like Sheyi, you know, spoke yesterday and he said so much around there. Your meeting venues must be very, very, very conducive. You don't want people to come for meetings and then they are sweating. You don't want people to come to a meeting venue and then there is a smell, a stench in the environment. Maybe you got a room beside a public toilet. They won't come for your next meeting. So venue is as important as every other thing. So where do you hold your meetings? Now the next one, are you meeting every 2 weeks, fortnightly? Or as a group, you need to determine when you will be meeting and what time. Are we doing our meetings in the afternoon or we move our meetings to the evening time when everybody is done with lectures? Then you are going to ask yourself the next question, how do we hold our meetings? How often, again, do we hold our meetings? I just addressed that. So every chapter must fashion out what best works for them. Some chapters, they might be comfortable and it might be convenient for you to meet every week, every Saturday or every Sunday. So you need to fashion how often you meet. The next one is, what should we be doing at our meetings? That is so important. You don't want to gather a set of 80, 100 people in a room and everywhere is boring. What are we going to be doing? What is the agenda of the meeting? So these are questions that, we'll be addressing as the slide continues. So I go to the types of meetings that we can have in ILC. Are we together? Somebody should just give me a yes, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So what types of meetings are we supposed to have in ILC? We've been able to, identify 7 of such kinds of meetings that you can have. You can have a strategy meeting. Strategy meeting may be between maybe 3 members of the ESCO and 2 members. Maybe the president, the financial secretary, and then maybe the director of membership. Maybe there's an issue with finance. We need to strategize on something. Or maybe the directorate of programs, you are having a program. You need to strategize how this program is going to go. You need to do your roadshow for that program on campus. So you can call for a strategy meeting as director of programs, and then maybe you invite director of publicity and then some members. So your strategy meeting could vary depending on what you want to strategize about. The strategy meeting could also just be between only the ESCOs. The president is calling for a meeting via the SecGen. And the SecGen puts out a message on your WhatsApp group to ESCO members. Hey, we are having a strategy meeting. What are we strategizing on? We want to go and have a meeting with the Vice Chancellor because we have identified a project that we can do on campus. So let's strategize how we are going to meet the Vice Chancellor. Let's strategize how we are going to meet the Dean of Student Affairs. So your strategy meeting, there's a latitude of different reasons how you can have a strategy meeting. So your venue could be very, very discreet. You could decide where you want to meet. It could be in the president's room. It could be in a small room in class. You just decide where the venue will be. So you can meet and make sure that the venue is conducive, is accessible to all. Number 2 meeting, you can have a planning meeting. And this goes on and on and on and on and on. Planning meeting, again, can involve the whole club members. It can involve a select member, maybe within the ESCOs or within member and some ESCO. So you are planning for something, like the IYW Day, for instance. You need to, secure a venue for this year's IYW Day, program. So director of programs calls the vice president and then the SecGen. And between the 3 of you, with some members, you are meeting to plan how you are going to get your venue. You are planning the IYW Day program. You are planning, what event you are going to have by the time you are resuming school. So you can have a planning meeting. The next one, which is so important, could be a capacity building or training meeting. And this is one of the main ideals of the ILC, like I read to you on Friday. We want to build capacity. We want everybody coming to ILC not to remain the same way they came in. Something must be added to them. So there must be all kinds of capacity building meetings or trainings that, as the director of programs or as the director of membership, you must be planning for the members. So this one, most of the times, it will involve a larger gathering, the whole club members. Or it could be even for the ESCO. You call somebody from outside of your campus to come and do a training for you guys as leaders. Capacity building. How can we best deliver as ESCOs for ILC? So you can have those kind of meetings whereby you are training yourself, improving your capacity to deliver as ESCOs, or improving the capacity of the members so that they are coming for a meeting. They know that, how do I write a CV? It could be a CV training, writing a resume, conducting an interview, For instance, conducting an interview. A lot of you will graduate, I mean, at one time or the other. So you need to start building capacity for your members. If that is the only thing ILC Foyer is known for, that if you go to that club, by the time you are graduating from Foyer, you will know how to write a CV, you will know how to write an application, you will know how to go for a job interview. If that is what your campus ILC is known for, please have those kind of trainings. If it's an entrepreneurship training, for instance. Hello, am I still coming? Am I still on, Precious?
Yes, you're on, sir.
Okay. If it's an entrepreneurship training, you bring in the entrepreneurs to come and train your members. Let them come and have that feel that, hey, from campus, I can own my own business. Some of you can begin to own businesses on campus. Benga Borokini that we talked about yesterday. You know, a member and the pioneer president in AAU. Today, he's not working for anybody. He started his own business immediately, even before he left campus. So you can begin to train your members. Maybe Port Harcourt, you can be known for that. That you go to ILC Uniport, you will know how to start a business. That could be a capacity building meeting. The next one is a review meeting. So the president calls all the ESCO. You just finished the annual program we do in University of Calabar, freshman orientation program. You know, that we do every January in University of Calabar. And Nelly, you can call for a review meeting with all your ESCOs or even with the whole club membership. And then you are asking them, how did we fare? How many members, how many people did we have that bought our form on that day? You are reviewing what happened in the course of your previous meeting. You are reviewing a whole lot of things in the club. Why are members not coming for meetings? Why are members not paying their dues? So the president, the SecGen can call the financial secretary and the treasurer to a review meeting. Let's review our financial status, our state in the club. And then you are having meeting ultimately to fashion out how things can be better, how you can serve the club better. So that could be a review meeting. You must have it every now and then. And most importantly, it should be done majorly after when you have programs or events or projects. You review what happened. In the head office here, we call it, we debrief. It's called a debrief meeting. So you must have that so that you punch your holes. Where did we get this wrong? Oh, director of membership did not sell enough forms. Director of media did not push out our advert on time. You are reviewing your performances. How did we fare? We scored ourselves 75%, but it could have been 90% if we had done 1, 2, 3 more things. So review meetings are important. The next one could be an emergency meeting. A club member, you found out that maybe a club member, there's an emergency for a club member. He lost his dad or something happened. He got sick and he was rushed to an emergency hospital. You want to call for an emergency meeting. What happened to Sister Gbemi? We didn't see her in meeting. Oh, we heard that she lost her dad. And then as a club that cares, an emergency meeting will be called for. Okay, what can we do? Do we send members for the funeral? What do we need to do? You are putting heads together to quell that emergency. So that's spontaneous. That could come at any time. The next one is, selective meetings, targeted meetings. Okay, you want to have a meeting with only the Directorate of Research, Mr. President and Madam Vice President. You just want to have a structured meeting with just that directorate because you have noticed 1 or 2 things about that directorate, that the director is very lapsed in his delivery, the assistant, and then a lot of things are going wrong there. You want to address it. So you just call members in that sect, targeted. And then what are the issues? What are the issues? I remember when we went to one of the universities. I won't call the name of the university. Some of us from the head office, we went to that university and then, we found out that, the director of membership was not at the meeting, even though JB and the team from Lagos were in that state. And this director of membership did not turn up. So one of us got so, concerned. This kind of a meeting, and this person knows that we're around. What is the problem? Immediately, one of us called and then contacted this director of membership, and then the person came. And then at the end of the day, we found out that this person had an issue with, the leadership of the club. And then the person pulled back. But thank God we were able to resolve that selective meeting, and then this person was reintegrated back to the club, and then, went on and on with the responsibilities handed over to the person. So we need to have such kind of meetings whereby we are managing crises, handling issues, quickly fixing things that needs to be fixed in the club. So that's that. Then another very important meeting that we can have, or we should have, is all work and no play meeting. We must have time to play. We must have time to bond. We must have time to enjoy ourselves, not just come and do ILC, setting leadership standard, ILC, setting leadership standard. Always boring. There's no fun. There's no music in the air. There's no radio. There's no video. Nothing that can excite us. We are always locked up in one room in Faculty of Sciences. We are locked up in one room always. Hey, before long, your members will wear out. You have to spice your meetings. Use venues that can spice and waken their love and their interest in the club. So it's so important that we always have, time to bond, time to have leisure, go out, open space, picnic, go on picnics. And in the picnic, you can still have your meeting there, but there's chop, everything is going on. People are chopping chicken and drinking 5 Alive, 5 Alive, 3 Alive, and all of it. And everybody's enjoying themselves. Bond with each other. A lot of people don't even know each other. They just come for meeting, attend meeting, and they go. They don't know each other. No, that's not the spirit of ILC. We want everybody to connect. We want everybody to integrate. You never can say where you will meet again. Times and times of stories of people that they met on campus. Today, they are big boys together. The Google boys. They met at Stanford University. Microsoft, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, they met in not on campus anyway, but they met somewhere, bonding. The person that became the MD of Microsoft at one time, Steve Ballmer, he was the same dorm mate with Bill Gates on campus. So you never can say where your bonding will take all of you to. How you will start something tomorrow when you leave University of Uyo, when you leave University of Lagos. So you need to take advantage of each other. Like I always share jokingly in my meetings, I said, I'll tell you, turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, hey, you better buy me lunch, because 3-5 years from now, you might need to fill a form to see me. And that's the fact. That's a fact. So you need to know how to bond. Take advantage of each other at this time. Okay? My next slide. This is an algorithm of why you should have meetings. Do you really need to hold meetings? It's not all the time that you have meetings. There are some meetings that can be held virtually, like thank God for Zoom today. Some meetings can be held on WhatsApp. Some meetings can be held on conference call. You call each other on phone. So you need to ask yourself, should I hold a meeting? I have a thought, and look at the algorithm. You go through the algorithm, it says, have I thought through this situation? As in, should I have a meeting? If the answer is yes, do I need outside input to make progress? If yes, does moving forward require a real-time conversation? And you go on, you can have your own algorithm. Ask yourself, do we really need to have this meeting? Is this meeting necessary? So all of this, it can help you understand, when to call for a meeting, why you should call for a meeting. So that you don't just bring people into a meeting and then you are boring them. There's nothing special you are saying. They will say, Mr. President, couldn't you have just had this thing on phone? We would have just done this thing on phone. So you need to understand when you should hold meetings. And look at this little cartoon here. ILC members, they are leaving ILC venue after the meeting. And then look at what some members of their meetings are saying. Wow, this planning commission really cares about us. Why? Because the president on your left here, he had an agenda for today's meeting. Before we come to meet with you guys, every day we meet in this LTC, we have drawn an agenda for today's meeting. Yesterday, we drew an agenda for yesterday's meeting. On Friday, we had an agenda for the meeting. So everything comes seamlessly. So as the president, as ESCOs, you need to have an agenda for your meeting. I mean, look at the meeting. They have the handouts. They have procedures. They have pamphlets so that everybody comes into the meeting. There is a structure they are coming to meet on ground. Not that, where's the director of membership? They are calling each other. What did you say we're going to do? No, you are confused. And before your members, they will say these ESCOs, they are not all together. And these are things that draw them away from the club. So you need to make sure your meetings are watertight. Everything for the 2 hours, for the 1 hour you are having a meeting, have an agenda so that there will be no time lapse. Everything is just fitting and flowing into another. Everything is fitting and flowing into another. Who knows what to do, we do what he needs to do next. So you need to have that agenda at all times. So your meetings are always fun. Now, holding ILC meetings. Number one, you need to have a checklist. So the SecGen, you have a whole lot of work to do here. A whole lot of work. Like I said on Friday, the office of the SecGen is so pivotal to stringing the presidency and the directorate together, holding everybody in together. So it's your responsibility as the Secretary General to call for meetings, to send out meeting invites, to give announcements as when due to members, or if it's for the ESCO meetings. So your meetings, ESCOs must all be present. So it's not a situation whereby when they call for a meeting, we are just seeing only 2 ESCOs, only the president and the SecGen. Where is director of membership? Where is director of programs? Where is director of research? They are at our wall. Where is financial secretary? Where is VP? We can't even see VP. So it's so important as leaders, we must set the examples. We must let people know what they are doing. And when they see all of you, all 15 or 14 or 12 of you in the ESCO, all in meetings, they have no choice because you are leading by example. You are setting the standards. When we say ILC setting leadership standard, this is one big way to set the leadership standard. As leaders of the club, you must always be at your meetings. If for any reason you are not going to be at the meeting, send a message to the president. If Mr. President or Madam President, you will not be at the meeting, who should deputize next? Is the VP. Pass a message immediately to the Vice President and tell the Vice President that you will not be at meeting today. So he or she can deputize immediately. So that you don't keep everybody hanging. Where's President? Where's President? You are not coming and you did not communicate it. You have to be present. And if for whatever reason, please pass an information down to your next in the line of duty. Your dress code is so important. Sheyi said that so much yesterday. We in ILC, we are so concerned about how we look. Like they always say, dress the way you want to be addressed. You don't want to come to ILC meetings and you are dressing, wearing, a mini skirt, and then you come out to stand to talk to a crowd of 100 people, and then at the end of the day, all eyes are on you. Whatever you are saying is irrelevant. I mean, I'm a man here, and you are wearing a mini skirt in front of me, even though I'm a pope. You are going to see, you are going to be passing some signals to my mind. You don't want to distract your members. You don't want to distract people by the way you dress. You must dress decently. You must dress corporately. You must dress, fittingly. That's one of the code of ILC. We want to stand out on campus. We want to say it's not, you don't sag your trouser into ILC meetings. You don't do some things. You look good, you look clean, well shaven. So our dressing is key in our meetings. At times, if we need to wear suits, wear the suits. Wear the suits. Wear the tie. look good. Our sisters look good. The next one, you must have an agenda. I've said that you must have a plan while you are calling for a meeting. Whether it's a strategy meeting, whether it is an emergency meeting, there must be a burning issue that you are addressing. What's the objective of this meeting? So if you are calling for that meeting, you need to have an agenda and have an objective, what you want to address at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we want to get a venue for our IYW day. If that is the agenda of that meeting, make sure at the end of that 1 hour, you have made up and you have addressed that issue. You have your venue for Impact Your World Day. The next one, we want to make our meetings very, very interesting. So our meetings must always be very, very educative. Things that will impact the minds of your members. Somebody is coming to a meeting for the first time. Maybe director of membership invited 2 of her roommates to ILC meeting. And then they come in there, they see a disjointed people, they see noise everywhere, they don't see love, they don't see excitement. They're not going to come back. They ask themselves at the end of the day, after keeping me for 1.5 hours, what did I gain coming to your meeting, Nelly? What did I gain coming to your meeting, Vivian? What did I gain coming to your meeting, Ruth? What did I gain coming to your meeting, Coyote? No, there must be something that you are adding to them, a value proposition, videos, slides, music, flip chart, you know, come up with different creative ways in your meetings. I'll come there at the next slide. And then I talked about the venue of your meeting. You cannot overemphasize that. You don't want to put people in a place that is stuffy, hot, and smelly. You don't want to put people in a room whereby it's dirty everywhere, it's dusty. You want to give them some comfort, some class. So when you are shopping for your venues, for meetings, please have all this at the back of your mind. It has to be lovely. It has to be on point. It has to be excellent. And you can see all by the side here. Have a checklist. What is the cost implication of our meetings? So as a meeting, you are having, for instance, you are having a what's it called now? You are having a planning meeting, or you are having a training meeting, for instance. What is the cost implication of having a training meeting? Maybe you want to serve snacks. Maybe you want to invite an external speaker that you will give 20,000 to at the end of the training. You have to have a cost implication of this meeting. Oh, it's just we meeting, so we don't need to spend money. Or no, we need to buy. I mean, you are having, for instance, a leisure meeting. We just want to unwind. You know, let's just have a freestyle meeting where we are bonding, we are just eating suya, we are drinking wine and having fun. You just want to have that. So you have to know the cost implication of doing that. The next one is, what responsibilities are we going to, you know, share amongst ourselves? So the director of membership, what responsibility are you going to play at the training meeting? Director of media, what role are you going to play at the training meeting? Vice President, what role are you going to play? We need to have that 360, you know, discussion. Who does what at what meeting? Then attendance is key. You want to have maximum attendance. That's why I did what I did at the beginning. I wanted to have a roll call of who and who is online here. Who is here? Who is not here? 5 people in New York, 1 person in NDU. Hey, you want to take an attendance. You want to know why people are not coming for meetings. So attendance is key, because that's why you're all meeting. Next is, you have to have the spirit of excellence. Things must be done right. Things must be done well. Things must be done good. So that people come into that meeting and they're like, wow, you are wowing them in their meetings. Everything on point. The ambience is sweet. The location is lovely. The last one here is punctuality, which is what I started with. Punctuality. People, you pass the message around and people are supposed to come in at 3 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, only 5 people have showed up in a meeting that is expected to have 60 people. Only 5 people have shown up after 1 hour. Hey, you need to work on that. So you want to endeavor that people are punctual to meetings. So how do you do that? Send reminders, do visitations if you have to. You know, share the responsibility, delegate to all your principal officers, Mr. President. Tell your director of membership, call everybody. Tell your SecGen to let everybody know what's going on. Okay? So, and we go on and on with that. So the next slide, what are the ingredients of a good meeting? What are the ingredients of a good meeting? Am I there? Are we listening?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Good. So, what are the ingredients of a good meeting? Number one, great time management. You have called for a meeting for 2 hours and your meeting is dragging for 3 hours. That's a red flag. Most likely if you're having new members, they will tune off or they will cut off. So you don't want that. If you're having a 2-hour meeting, keep to time. Keep to time. You see us in this LTC. Sheyi, our camp commandant, even when I was talking on Friday, he had to call me in and let me know, hey, sir, we must finish at 6. So we must keep to our timing. The next one is creativity. And I would say a lot about it on this side. You don't want to have a meeting, like I said, that is so boring. People just come in, ILC, Jari, ILC, Joe. That's not what makes your meeting interesting. It's the creativity you put into your meeting, your dress coding, teams, leadership games, quizzes, talk show, public speaking. You want to infuse different things into your meetings. So meeting, you know, at the first meeting, you know, you are telling them about, you know, networking skills. At the next meeting, you are telling them about public speaking skills. Every meeting comes with its own flavor, with its own dynamism. You are not doing the same thing again and again. You are not showing the same thing. And you can even theme your meeting. You can say, we are having, our meetings will be codes. So you have purple Friday. We have blue Wednesday. We have red Tuesday. You can code your meetings by color. So everybody is coming for the meeting and they are wearing a touch of red, a touch of white, or jeans on white t-shirts. And everybody's like looking wow on that day. And everybody's like, okay, what's going on? What is it about red? And somebody is going to come in to talk, maybe director of membership or director of programs is coming to tell you what red means. You've learned something. So team your meeting, have some sparks. Don't just come to meeting, okay, and you are just monotonous. You are just very straight-jacketed, very melancholy. I'm sorry to say that. Like Sheyi said yesterday, you know, you need the sanguines in your team. They are the ones that will give you all this creativity. They will bubble the team, bubble the family, bring ideas that will make everybody look forward to the next meeting, to the next meeting, to the next meeting. So the sanguines must come out and give us creative ideas. Talk show. You want to do a talk show on campus, a big talk show. What is the theme of the talk show? How to date a guy, how to this, how to that. Different talks, different topics that, you know, we draw students' attention and interest. Have things like that. It can be a small meeting within the club, within 100 of you. Have a talk show. Have quizzes where people are winning something, going home with 2,000, with 1,000, going home with an electric kettle, with 1 carton of Indomie. You planned it out. That's why I said in your meetings, you plan out whether you have need for money, the cost implications of your meetings. So you want to have all those kind of creative things. Bring leadership games. Let's watch video that can improve our intellectual reasoning. So these are things that you can inject into the club and have creative time together. The next one is your meetings must be inspiring. Your meetings must be motivating. Your meetings must be entertaining. Your meetings must be engaging. And your meetings above all must be fulfilling. Let people leave your meeting at the end of that 2 hours and they're like, wow, I had a swell time. I had an interesting time. This is the best meeting. This is the best outing I've had since I came to OOU. Let them be inspired by the video or by somebody's testimonial or by somebody's story. Let them be motivated. Entertain people. You know, let them learn new things. Engage them. So you are throwing quizzes in the air. Who was the first president in Singapore? Who is the queen? When did Queen Elizabeth become the Queen of England? When was Ekiti State created? You can go local, you can go global. Give quizzes that, opens people's mind and gives people intellectual capacity, building their intellectual capacity. Another good ingredient of a good team meeting is bonding. Good bonding. I've said that. People don't come to meetings and they don't know each other. They just sit at the back or just sneak in at the end of the meeting, sneak out. There must be always a place whereby you introduce yourselves. Hey, let's have our introduction session. Tell me one good thing about you. Tell me what is unique about you. Before you know it, you are giving yourself an understanding each other's disposition. Are you a sanguine? Are you a choleric? You begin to understand why they do what they do in the meeting. Some people come to meeting and they are quiet throughout. Oh, by the time you find out that it's a melancholy, you are not surprised. So that you can still bond with her. You can still bond with him. So we need to have good bonding skills in our meetings when we meet. Another good ingredient, like I've said, conducive venue. Your venue must be conducive. Let me not overflow that. You've heard me say that over and over. The next one, your meeting must be informative, educative, corrective, and directive. You have to give valid information. You have to educate people when they come in. What is the symbolic representation of the eagle on the coat of arms of Nigeria? What is the symbolic representation of the green, white, green of the Nigerian flag? You are educated, you'll be shocked. A lot of people don't know this. So, director of research, you are going to research some very interesting things to bring to the meeting. So there will be a section when you meet, it's called information section or inspiration section. And every time some people, they just come to ILC meeting because of the inspiration corner. Because they will learn something new. Your meeting should be corrective. You want to correct one or two things. Hey, we should have started this meeting at 10 o'clock. We started at 11 o'clock. Why? Let's keep to time. Punctuality is the key or the key to success. You correct that wrong. And you must give direction. Oh, from Lagos, Mr. Sheyi has told us that our IYW Day venue, we must get a venue. We must get a venue. Hey guys, we are in this meeting to get venue. So give direction to your membership. Give direction to your leaders as the head of the group. You must give right and accurate direction. The next one is self-expression. Give people that latitude to express themselves. Don't choke people. Don't talk people down. When somebody is raising his hands to talk, you are shouting him down, putting him down. Shut your mouth. What are you saying? Hey, that's not the ILC spirit. We want everybody to have self-expression. There were some people that joined ILC that were very shy and they had this inferiority complex. But one of the things that ILC does for you is to bring you out of your shell. And one of the ways we make that happen is for you to have self-confidence. To be able to express yourself. Come to ILC, however you want to talk, talk. Give expression. The next one is a call to action. Another important ingredient of a good meeting, a call to action. Calling to action. What are we doing next? What is the end product of this meeting? Where are we going after this meeting? What will this meeting achieve for us? So you are not just there to just have fun and just eat chicken and go, but there's a call to the next level, to the next thing. We need to increase our membership. We need to make sure our members are coming to meetings regularly. We need to make sure that our members are on top of their game in their various academic pursuits. Call to action. And then another very important one, item 7. As much as you can, push item 7. If it's just only a drink for everybody at your meetings, push for item 7. If it's a drink and a snack, a meat pie, a donut, push for a snack. These are all ingredients of a good meeting. Now, in meetings, when you have your meetings, you must be able to set ground rules. What are our ground rules in ILC? How do we, conduct our meetings? Number 1, show up on time and come prepared. Don't come lost. That's why whoever is calling for a meeting, most of the times it's better and advisable for you to send an agenda ahead. Let people know why they are coming for a meeting, most especially when you're having your ESCO meetings. Mr. President, Mr. Secgen, you must send an agenda ahead for your for the ESCOs. Let them come prepared. Maybe, guys, think about our ILC venue before we meet. How do we meet? Where do we meet? Have our meetings? We need to address that matter. Maybe that's the agenda you want to address. So send that, agenda ahead and show up on time. Number 2, stay mentally and physically present. You don't want to lost in your thoughts. You are sitting, in a lost position. Your legs are open. You are just scattered. You are half inside, half out of the meeting. The next one, you want to contribute to the meeting goals. You are not just going to sit as a spectator. You must lend your voice. What are your own unique ideas? Maybe it's your own idea that Mr. President will speak. So don't think you don't have what to offer. Hey, you all have stuff to offer. Everybody has a thinking faculty. So make sure you come to a meeting with the intention to contribute. The next one, let everybody participate. How does everybody participate? I just gave you one quick one in my previous slide. At every meeting, make sure everybody introduce themselves. And then in the place of introduction, what is unique about you? Or the next meeting could be, how was your day? Or the next meeting could be, what, are you going to do when you graduate from UNIO? And let everybody participate. The next one is listen with an open mind. You as the head, Mr. President, you are not a dictator. You are not an authoritarian. So you need to listen to people's ideas and views. Come with an open mind. Listen also as somebody on the floor. Open mind. Oh, that idea is better than what I was thinking. And you accept it. That's the rules of the game. The next one, you are thinking before you speak. Don't just open your mouth and just say anything. Don't just talk anyhow. Be reasonable, be rational, be logical, be analytical in your speech. Let people hear you and say, wow, this is deep, this is deep, this makes all the sense. This will move the club forward. Think before speaking. The next one is stay on point and on time. Don't overflog the point. State the point and move on. The next one is attack the problem, not the person. So we are addressing an issue where some people came late to meeting. And then, Mr. President, after 1 hour, only 11 of you were at the meeting. The other 35 people came after 1 hour. You are not going to be attacking Sister this or Mr. that. Address the issue, not the person. Don't say, hey, that's how you always do. I have warned you. I have talked to you. You are very heady. You are very stubborn. We don't want people like you in the club. Don't do that. Attack the issue. When I was talking about your lateness and then the number of people in the club, I did not attack anybody's personality when I was getting my statistics at the beginning of this meeting. Attack the problem. The next one is close decisions and identify action items. I've said that at the last slide. You must close out at your meetings. Then the number 10 one, record outcomes and follow-ups. So what is the action point? Who is going to do what? So don't just leave the action point hanging. You delegate. Oh, go and do this. Oh, go and do this. Juliet, do this. Kemi, do this. Everybody has a role to play. So part of the rules of the meeting, again, is setting ground rules. Another dimension to it is the president controls the meeting. There must be somebody who is in charge. Where there's no hierarchy, there will be anarchy. We need to have that understanding that who has been delegated to chair today's meeting. Maybe it's a small meeting of 5 of you. Somebody still needs to chair the meeting. Director of publicity. Maybe you are the one that called for the meeting. You need to chair the meeting. And everybody must respect the person who is in charge to chair. The next one is, we don't want a rowdy meeting where everybody is just talking. There must be decorum. You want to make a point while somebody is speaking, raise up your hand. Excuse me, I have a point. Don't just interject and make your point. That's rude. You must, be courteous. Raise up your hand, and then whoever is in charge or chairing the meeting will say, okay, Boniface, you can talk. The next one is raise hand if you want to speak. Raise hand if you want to slow pace down. That could be another signal. Another one is one person speaking at a time. We don't want a marketplace meeting where everybody is talking and arguing and quarreling and fighting. We are not quarreling. We don't quarrel in our meetings. Even if we are doing a debate, debates are done with decorum. So one person speaks at a time. The next one, don't pounce with a question. Mr. President, can you tell us why you came late for meeting, even though all of us have come now? No, you don't pounce on people with questions. Have decorum. Another one is allow time to contribute and to think. So people need to make contributions at the meeting. The next one is short discussion. How do we move forward? So you kind of make your meeting interactive, not just you talking, and then you are like Alpha and Omega. So people must talk. When I started this meeting, I tried to do an interactive session. So you must have those kind of styles in your presentation when you are having your meetings. Don't just be the Alpha and Omega, 2 hours only you talking, and then you are passing instruction down. You are not listening to people as the chair. Breaks. You can take breaks when it's needed. Okay, we're having a 2.5 hour meeting. It's a marathon meeting, 3 hours meeting. In between, people, you notice the mood in the room. Hey, let's take a break. Let people, relax their legs and then move around a bit and then network and talk with each other. Let's have a 10-minute break and then come back to the meeting. And then by then, people are refreshed. They come back with a new energy, with a new vigor, with new creativity. So you need to have that concept, in your meetings. Then have fun, talk, laugh. Let your meetings be full of laughter. Not just, it's not just you want to make your meeting very unserious, but you inject times whereby we laugh and have fun. Tips again for effective meeting. Email. I've said that. You have a meeting far ahead of time, send a mail. Send a mail to your team members, as many that you want to come for the meeting. Have a culture of sending email, sending WhatsApp messages. Arrive to your meeting venue 5 minutes before time. Start and end on time. Come prepared. Then another very important one here, no smartphones. This can create a lot of imbalance in meetings where people are just, so lost on their phone. Half of the class are on their heads are down on their phone, fiddling with their phone, and a serious meeting is going on. That is rude. That is unethical. So you must set these kind of rules in your meetings where when meeting gets critical, hey, no use of phones. Everybody should hold on with their phones. Okay? The next one is share all relevant data, what they need to know, what they need to do. Share it. Then stay on the topic. Don't go off key so that you keep people, in line with what you are discussing to achieve what you need to achieve. The next one, be brief and be concise. Be brief, go to the point, hit the nail on the head and move on. The next one, bring paper and a pen. We always say that to you, Sheyi, you announce, come to the meetings with paper, come to the meetings with, because you might take notes. One thing will just trigger in your head, an idea will come up, and then it might be an idea not even for ILC, for your life after you graduate. So come with paper and pen. No side conversation or comments when serious discussions are going on, except whereby it is time for us to interact with one another. Then another one, disagree without being disagreeable. Yes, everybody, there might be times when you're meeting where you will be heated up. No, I don't agree to this option. No, I don't agree to this rule. Let's this, let's that. So there can be disagreements in the room, but at the end of the day, you must come to a point of agreement, a meeting point, whereby we will all, move forward with it. The next one is challenge ideas rather than people. Somebody is saying something, hey, and you don't agree with it. Hey, Mr. President, I don't agree with this. No, we cannot have our meeting at 8 p.m. No. It won't work because of X, Y, Z reasons. And you state your point clearly, not out of animosity. You need to do that. Then you need to have that culture of no interruption. Somebody is talking, just hold on. I've said it, you just raise your hand and ask your question. Then the last one is follow up by emails within 24 hours. Whatever is the call to action, what's the next thing to do? Okay, Madam Programs, can we have your program of event for our program that is coming up next Saturday? Send me the email of the program. Mr. media, I need to see the final design for our program. You are sending email, you are sending WhatsApp, you are communicating. There must be free, fluid communication amongst all of you. Next slide. Call to action. I've said that over and over again. What if we all came together? We are all jumping and, celebrating ourselves and like, wow, we've achieved so much. Yes, we know what to do. Yes, we are going on a flight. Yes, we know how we're going to go about it. Everybody's excited. They want to leave that meeting to run. They want to leave that meeting to burn. They want to leave that meeting to go and carry out the instructions and get things cracking. That is what we want to see at the end of our ILC meetings. Every meeting must come with its own dynamism. Every meeting must come with its own fun, with its own impact. Because at the end of the day, like the video you watched, we want to make impact. Every of our meeting must be geared and cheered towards having impact. We want impact. How are we going to create impact on campus? That is all we are after. So your meetings are delved towards that. How do we create impact even within ourselves? That people will say, these ILC people, I love the way they bond. I love their sense of family. They are just different. They are just unique. 100 of you. So I want to challenge us. At the end of our meetings, there must be a call to action. There must be something we are going out with that is bubbling on our inside, that is cheering us, that is exciting us. Not leave the meeting bored. Don't leave the meeting, oh, had I known, it was a waste of my 2 hours. Why did I even come for this meeting? Please make sure you plan out your meeting so that at the call to action, everybody is excited as to what is coming. I mean, look at these images, how some meetings hold. People are sleeping. The first picture on the left, people are sleeping in your meeting because why? You are boring. You are boring. So before you come out for your meeting, you must have psyched yourself at this meeting. You must prepare well. You must dish out information. Your meeting must be educative, must be informative, must be transformative. So these are the things that help people like, wow, I'm going to that director of membership. Every time I enter our ILC meeting, she's always so warm. I love the way she welcomes everybody. She's just so unique. She makes the meeting fun and interesting. Not people coming to meeting and sleeping. Yeah, you are presenting, everybody's like, No, look at the picture on the right. Any comments? And people are like, wow. They've taken notes. Look at them. All of them have taken notes. The picture 2. Precious, are you hearing me? I hope everybody is hearing me.
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
So picture 2 here is the opposite of picture 1. People come to meeting and they are taking note. Look at all 4 of them. In fact, one of them is talking about somebody that is sleeping. That's because everybody is active. But this one that is sitting there is just, he has dozed off. So we need to keep our audience engaged, involved as we meet. Look at this one, the picture on the left. Again, another boring presentation. The presenter too is even sleeping. How can the meeting be exciting? Look at the lady with her long legs on the table. She's sitting very complacently. We don't want this in our ILC meetings. But look at the other picture. There's heat in the room. There's heat. Everybody is heated up. And the man is making a form of it. In case there's loss of consciousness, oxygen mass will drop. Because the room is heated up. You want to create excitement in the room. You want your meeting to be very interesting. Have fun. Have fun all the time. So at the planning stage of your meeting, you must have a consciousness that you want to have fun by calling all your club members. Unical, you say you are between 80 to 100. Unilag, you say you are between 90 to 100. You are saying you are between 40 to 50. University of Oyekiti, you are 50. OO, you 45 to 50. AA, you are 70 to 80. So bring fun into your meeting so that everybody, the 60 people in that room, they are having the laughter of their life. They are having the fun of their life. They are having the best moments of their life. When they think back 3 years after graduation from Uniport, they will be saying that, wow, one of the best memories of my campus life was being in ILC. I remember when Tammy was the president in University of Port Harcourt, was ILC president in University of Port Harcourt. Madam President, correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy brought a lot of fun, injected a lot of innovation into ILC. I loved the way he carried the club, put things in place, in motion. You want to have that kind of creativity in your meeting. Everybody must be excited to come to ILC meetings. This is why we are doing what we do every time. Impact people, to make sure that they are getting value for their time coming to meeting. It's not out of bureaucracy. It's not out of they will call me that I didn't come for a meeting. They by themselves are telling themselves, I cannot miss today's meeting. That is the kind of spirit we want in the air. Having the right state of mind, coming for our meetings. So this is the picture, you know, that we must all have at the back of our mind. We must come to make impact. You must always carry the emblem of I am making impact. You must carry this emblem that I am coming to ILC to make impact, whether collectively or individually. You must. And the picture on the right was a picture I took in ILC, University of Calabar. The annual program that we always have, I think this was October Friends. Yes, this was October Friends. It's sometime in October. I think it was, who was the president then? Whether Valentine or something. And we had this training. Look at the hall, was filled up. It was full. And I took this picture and I sent it to my alumni in Harvard. And guys, guess what? This picture gave me a Harvard recognition in 2015 and 2017. This picture here. But it came all the way from an ILC event. This is what I'm saying to you guys, that you must make your event very, very lovely. Look at, I mean, we had over 2,000 people in this hall that day, an ILC event. Who says you cannot continue this in Unical? You must keep the pace up where they stopped in the last set. Take it to another level. I'm challenging all our presidents. Look at your club membership, 80 people, 90 people, 100 people, 50 people, NDU. One of our, you know, you guys need to, you need to wake up and brace up. We want your club membership to hit some record high. We want to see or hear that you have hit 500 in some of your chapters. Because you have capacity to take 500, because of the activity that is going on, because of what you are doing that is making obvious impact on campus. I am making impact. We are making impact. We are pulling people through on campus. Uyo always does the presidential debate. By now, you should have taken your numbers beyond what you are quoting for me, Emmanuel, 40 to 50. From just that one program you hold every year. By now, Uyo should be doing between 150 and 200 membership, average, consistent. I want to see the numbers jump up, guys. I want to see your membership jump up after this training. We will not put all this through, and by next week, we are doing graduation and you are just going off. We want to hear that Unical, you've jumped from 100 to 300. We want to hear Unilag, you've jumped from 100 to 400. And every chapter, challenge yourself. Get yourself excited that, hey, we are going to touch lives on this campus. We are going to impact our campuses. If from here in University of Calabar, far away, they recognize my work in Harvard University, you can become the next Harvard person to be recognized. You can get an international recognition from just what you are doing playfully or seriously in ILC. ILC can be a springboard for you to take you to heights that you have not imagined. So let's not joke with our responsibilities. Let's not joke with that which we know we should do or give as our part in this club. So I'm challenging us to get involved. I'm challenging us to make visible impact on the campus. Having known all these kinds of meetings, let people know that they are coming to ILC to be transformed. Let people know that the plus in them joining ILC is for their own ultimate good, not just to fulfill all righteousness, like they say. So I'm challenging us. I know we can do this. I know this set of leaders across our 9 chapters will do fantastic things in this next 1 year in your tenure. I believe so much in you guys. I know you guys are going to work as a team. I believe in what you guys have capacity to deliver. I know new concepts are going to come out from this your tenure. New programs, new projects, all of it are going to come out even in this your set. Let our training, let our investments, let our time here these 3 weeks not be in vain. I congratulate you. I celebrate you. You guys are the best, and you will surely make an impact. Thank you very much. I'm done. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, JB, we got you. I'm trying to unmute next person on the program so that we'll take the question and answer, sir.
Hello? So from the students, any comments, questions? Let's hit the ground running so we can end at our desired time.
All right. So if you have any questions, kindly raise up your hand, and then I'll unmute you or send it to the chat, and then Mr. Joseph will answer your questions.
Precious, did you unmute and did you stop their chats? I can't see any chats.
No, I didn't stop their chat, sir. They are all appreciating. They are all appreciating you on the chat. So, I can't see any hands raised up to ask any questions. So, I think she is trying to unmute. Okay, we have Oyedepo Babatunde Futa. I don't know what's wrong with. Okay, she has unmuted now.
Okay, it's good to be back. Sorry for the absence. So Babatunde Oyedepo has a question.
Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Can we hear you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. JB. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. You're always as awesome and as ever. Yeah, you made an example which I really want to ask a question from. You said if peradventure just cited the example that even the vice president can just invite all of our women to our meeting and see what is going on. Because in our side in Fota, most times
I can hardly hear you. Babatune, I can hardly hear you.
Okay.
Repeat the question again. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, go on.
Yes, better.
Sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
Go on, yes.
Hello.
Hello, Babatunde, go ahead. We can
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I think he's having network. Any other question? Is there any other question from you guys that you want to ask? Babatunde is obviously having network issues. Okay. Kukpo Louis, go ahead. Make it smart.
Good day, sir. Good day,
Yeah,
sir.
go ahead with your question, yeah.
Okay. My question is, you said we should raise our membership status. And one of the challenges we're having is that even with the members we've given, sometimes we find out that some members end up as ghost members. They don't only come around when there's, let's say, a picnic or something, and during the major programs and everything, they don't come. So in raising our member status, should we be more focused on the number or on the quality of the membership?
Very good question. Very, very good question. Who asked that question?
Kukpo Louis Emmanuel.
Okay. Which school is that?
Let me see. AUA.
Okay, Makungba.
Yes.
So, I mean, we are, you see, you know, in the bank or in when you come to corporate world, you will hear when they give you targets, you know, say go and get 5 million, go and get 100 million, you know, and all of that. And, you know, we're not asking us to go and, you know, dilute or water down the quality. That's why I'm saying that, you know, you can't sit, you know, as a leader, you cannot be complacent. You cannot say we have 50 members and we're okay, let's just rub their head, and then 50 out of the 50 of them, 20 are active, 30 are not active, and say because of that, you will not grow, you will not expand. Every leader, one of the marks of a good leader is that you must think expansion, you must think growth, no matter what. I mean, if not for the lockdown, Engineer King had already put us on an autopilot to increase the membership of ILC. We are going to hit another 4 campuses in this before the pandemic started. Now, would we now say because we had 9 chapters and Sheyi is still struggling to get 50 people in Oye, get 30 people in OOU, then because of that, you know what, we are not going to expand? No. A good leader will always have at the back of his mind an expansion, enlargement, or growth strategy. So we're not saying water down the numbers. We are not saying get quantity at the expense of quality. But I'm just giving you some very key nuggets on how you can have quality membership. By how do you hold your meetings? What goes on in your meetings is so critical. I mean, if I come to a meeting whereby they keep adding value to me, I will not need anybody to follow me up. I will not need anybody to remind me that ILC meets every Friday evening. So if we are not getting commitment, if we are not getting members to come, then let's ask ourselves that's why I gave you the 7 types of meetings that you can have. Some meetings are review meetings. Sit back and review. Don't just sit back and say because on paper we have 50 members and in reality only 22 are active. then because of that, we should not expand. We should not talk about growth. We should not talk about having more members. Hey, like Sheyi said yesterday, you don't have to carry everybody along. There are some people that they come with the wrong reasons. So if they are not matching up to what you want, let them go and then move on. Look for new members. Have a new membership strategy to add to what you have. So what always sift and keep improving and increasing your membership. Don't just be static and say because they are not coming, we don't need to add more. Hey, no. From today, we are giving you a target. We don't want you to just sit down and just fold your hand. Okay, we inherited 40 members. We inherited, they did well in University of Calabar. We inherited 100 members. So let's just sit down on 100 membership. No, we are going to attack you on that. And Sheyi, take note of this. Whatever number that they are coming with, by the time they are leaving, that number should have increased. When you are doing your handover, what are you going to be saying is your scorecard? What will be your scorecard as the president of ILC Futa? You inherited a membership of 40, or what's your number in Futa? 52. You inherited a membership of 52. By 1 year's time, when you are leaving, how many will you be handing over to the next president? Guy, it must be higher than 52. It has to. This is the mark of a leader. So don't sit back and say quantity and quality. As you see them, sift out the ones that are watering down the club. Sift them out and move on and add more and get more qualitative members added to your club. So let's work with that mentality that we will always work to improve our members while we look for how to add to our membership. Thank you. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for that very apt response. I will now take Abibat Camille. So go very straight to your question. Abibat, go ahead. Abibat Camille from Unilag.
Good evening, sir. My question is, how can we deal with membership issues like recruiting new members? If we are asking them to pay membership, like they pay for the form to be a member, but they're not, maybe because of financial constraints, because of the payment, they're not willing to join. They're actually willing to join, but because of the form payment that is attached to the membership, they are not joining. And also the members, the current members, if they're not paying their dues, how can we address that? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Habibat. You know, every visionaire must sell his vision. Every visionaire must cast his vision. You have to. And like I said on Friday, understanding makes anything outstanding. I'm sure those same people that are saying they cannot pay 1,005, if they bring a show to campus and they are asking them to pay 1,000 naira for a show of 3 hours, they will drop the money. Why? Because they feel they are going to have fun in that show. Or they are going to watch a movie that will excite them. So you as a member, most especially your director of membership, whoever you pick as your director of membership is the gateway to the club. Somebody who understands the club, somebody who can sell sand in the desert to people. Who knows and understands the rudiments of ILC, that can tell you 10 benefits of joining ILC off her head or off his head. By the time you are ringing it out to those people, you won't know when they will drop their money. So maybe you are not selling value to them. You are just telling them, come and join my club, come and join my club. What do they stand to gain? You need to, that is what makes them to come in. That is what makes them to buy into it and then drop their money. For club members that have not yet paid, again, is also what they are seeing in the club. I mean, you tell them that to us to hold these meetings, we have to go on picnic, we have to go on excursion, we have to have film show, we have to invite a motivational or inspirational speaker. You read out all the cost items to host or hold ILC meeting for the year. Director of Finance, Financial Secretary, SecGen, Mr. President, you sit down together like Sheyi said yesterday, you draw up your plan for the year. In the drawing of the plan for the year, you are asking yourself, how much money do we need to run this club for 1 year? And then you are telling yourself, we need 650,000. And then you sell the value to everybody. We need 650,000 to run this club for our tenure. How do we raise this money? Number one, club membership and club dues. And let them understand why. That money is not coming to your pocket. You are not going to use that money to buy iPad phone or whatever, iPhone. Let them see that what you are calling that money for is to their benefits. I mean, by the time they drink Coke the first time, the next time they eat jollof rice, then when you are telling them pay money for this, they will drop money. So you need to sell the vision, number one. Then two, you need to sell value. They need to see what you have done or what has been done with the money. Exactly. Thank you, Marvelous. You need to see what you've done with their money before they drop the next one. So please, sell value. Number two, sell division. 2 V's. Sell value, sell division. And I can tell you for free, the monies will keep coming. And let me tell you one strategy that University of Calabar, they always use to raise funds for themselves. I love going to University of Calabar. I've done that in the last 5 years. They in fact pay for our hotel, our feeding, our accommodation, everything while we're in Calabar for 3 days, every year in the last 5 years. So why will University of Calabar number not always go up? Guess what they do? In University of Calabar, every January, they have this strategy for club admission. They know that the head office is coming from Lagos. What do? Jambites conference, the freshman conference. Because we've come there, we've blown the whole place up by our presentation to over 3,000 students. And if you can just get like 100 of them to buy your form, you are good to go. That's why their number keeps standing out amongst all the other chapters. This is one way they've been able to keep their membership up and high, University of Calabar. They use us all the time to drive membership. They use us all the time to drive membership. Yes, Nelly is saying something, the best presentation the university has ever seen. Because when we go there, 3 of us, we move together and then we shake that campus to the roots. The one we had this January, it was wow. At the end of the day, people were running to ILC stand to go and buy form. Not to go and pick form, to go and buy form. So why don't you do something around a program, a project that will tell people about ILC and then, wow, I love this club. Hey, how much is your form? 300 naira. How much is your club membership? 1,500. Small chicken change. For what I've seen about this club, I want to join this club. So like I said, your meetings, creativity. You must have creativity in your DNA as a club. So that funding should not be a problem. Sheyi gave you some strategies. I'm adding some to you now. So please, let's get that. Thank you. I hope I answered your question well. I'll be back.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for your very passionate response. And
somebody said, "Watch out for uniforms." We are watching out. Coach, God's gift. We are watching out.
We must really thank you, sir, for always bringing your best forward every time you have presentations like this. And to the students, I hope that we have take-homes already from all that has been said.
Sorry, pause, please.
Yes.
Pause. Olufemi Joshua from Foye. He says, "We love to see your face here in Foye too, Uncle JB. We'll certainly go a long way. Maybe even pull 2,000 students from their shadow." Hey, okay. Guy, are you ready to pay our air tickets? Are you ready to pay? Are you ready to pay our hotel bills? It doesn't come cheap for Calabar. Every year, it doesn't come cheap. We are ready to come if you pay our bills. Set up a program, something that can drive students, draw students in, and let's come and bamboozle them. You will see ILC will go to another level. That's one strategy I'm giving to you guys for free. How University of Calabar has kept the tempo, and they have a very dynamic advisor too. I must say that about Emma Mori. So please work together, club presidents, club advisors. Let's all work together. We can make things happen. We can shake our campuses with ILC program and vision. Thank you very much, guys. We will do it this season. It will happen.
Thank you so much. I must say that we are grateful at this to say thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. I mean, Friday was wow. Today is another level. We appreciate you, JB. What can we possibly do without our general? You have brought so much passion. You have shown us the way, and we appreciate you so very much. Thank you for this lovely session, and we wish you all the best, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shay, for having me.
Yes, sir. Okay, to everyone, we'll be rounding up now. But first, I have some announcements to say that next weekend is going to be our final session. And I know some of us don't want us to end this, but next weekend is going to be the final round of classes starting Friday. So Friday again is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So please let us make time and be available. And as we have seen that we have had challenges with attendance, the lack of attendance of a lot of you, especially those that have collected money and did not show up, it is very, very discouraging, really discouraging. So please get to all your members, to all the presidents, please get to all your members that have collected these monies that you know they did not attend, they must refund it. It is a matter of integrity. That is what we are teaching. It is not compulsory to attend, but if you collect the money, then you should attend. All right? So, and we discovered that some presidents themselves were not in class today. That is not good. I did not get any excuse from them. We expect you to always be present. So please, Friday is another round of classes that we are going to round up next weekend or this weekend now. So please make sure you put it on your calendar, and it's going to be a wow session. And now we will take the RYW anthem as we close. Over to you, our IT officer.
I am ready. I am someone that will make a change. I'm determined. I'll take a stand against all odds. Would be strong, impacting my world. And I will make this world a better place in the best way that I can. When tomorrow and forever comes, I'll stand strong. I'll stand strong. We are ready. We are people to make a change. We're determined. We'll take a stand against all odds. We will stand strong, impacting our world. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. So we stand strong, 'cause we are ready. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. And we will make this world a better place in the best way that we can. When tomorrow and forever comes, we'll stand strong. We are ready. We are people to make a change. We're determined. We'll take a stand
Thank you. So guys, please, the forms again for the classes of yesterday, the class of yesterday and today we send to you the feedback forms. Let us fill them out and submit. We want to hear from you. We want to know what we need to improve on for our last round of classes this coming weekend. We wish you all the best this week. Have a productive week ahead and make sure to ruminate on all the things that you've learned over the last 2 weekends during this conference and put it to good use. And stay safe. Remember, COVID-19 is real. Stay safe. If you do not have to go out, do not go out. If you have to go out, make sure you wear your nose mask, you wash your hand, you sanitize your hand, and avoid large gatherings. Stay safe. I wish you all the best this week. Have fun. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.